So, welcome back to another Unity tutorial, I was just gonna say. But what uses are these scripts that convert textures into your Minecraft blocks and display them like that when we don't even know how to create those textures in the first place. So today I'm gonna show you how you can create block textures that are compatible with our Minecraft and Unity project. But before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. So, the way that I like to edit my textures is by using GIMP, which you can get for free on gimp.org, I think it is. But I'm pretty sure that all of this will work in like Photoshop just as good. And I think nowadays this toolbox is already included, so if you don't have any of these specific tools, you can easily add them through tools and then selecting your respective tools. But for this video, I think the only thing you're really gonna need is the tool options right here and maybe the layers. So I've created this block template in advance that you can get for free in the description, and I created it simply so that you know like which side is which and that you got the right resolution for your Minecraft blocks right away. But if you want to make it yourself, you can simply press Ctrl N and create a new image that is 48 times 48 pixels. And 48 is because we have 3 faces of our cubes in a row, and since for gamedev we love to use square textures, we choose 48 as our height as well. But don't worry, our Unity scripts work for any other resolution just as good. Now, the only thing that you have to do is to create a new image that's a bit bigger than this one, so that your texture's original image fits into it. And then you can drop it right in there, and then start by holding Ctrl and mouse wheel and selecting this face by pressing R and then dragging your rect right above that face. Now press Shift S in order to rescale. Lock the aspect ratio and scale it to 16 times 16, and make sure below settings to disable interpolation so that GIMP doesn't make this one blurry and keeps our pixelated look. Now hit Ctrl and C to copy and paste it into our template. Now if you're dealing with Minecraft blocks, most of your blocks will either have the same texture on every face or one texture for the side faces, and then a separate one for top and bottom. In our case, this will be fine, so I'm gonna paste it another time and move it right here, and then the same goes for missing side faces. And sometimes you can click at some point here, or click this button to combine it with the layer below. Now when I delete this one, do the same for our bottom face. By the way, if your move tool isn't selected, you can do that by pressing M. And our top face, like that. And now the only thing that's left for us to do is to press Ctrl, Shift and E in order to export, change your name, and if you're dealing with a transparent texture, what you probably are, make sure to choose PNG as your file extension. And one last trick that I figured out when doing my first mobile game is that you can select 8BDC RGB, or the same with A at the end. In our case, which stands for alpha, which is like the transparent section. And doing that will save you like 1/5 of your file size. And now we can click export. And that is how easy it is for us to create all of the blocks we want to have for our Minecraft game. Now if you want to know how you can create a 3D model out of our newly created texture, please let me hear in the comments. Then I will create a video for this one. And until then, I'll see you next time.